In the vast expanse of the ocean, the Chinese aircraft carrier emerges not just as a vessel, but as a symbol of a nation's ambition and technological prowess. From the commissioning of the Liaoning to the advanced trials of the Fujian, China's naval journey is a testament to its rapid ascent in maritime dominance. This exploration highlights the key milestones and maneuvers that mark China's formidable presence on the high seas. China's aircraft carrier program shows its drive to build a powerful blue water navy. In the past, China relied on coastal defense. Today, it wants to project naval power far beyond its shores. The launch of its aircraft carriers is a clear signal of this shift. These massive warships are symbols of rising strength. They also support China's goal to protect maritime interests and boost regional influence. The program began with the Liaoning, a refurbished Soviet carrier, which became China's first step into carrier operations. Later, China built its first fully homegrown carrier, the Shandong. Now, it is building even more advanced models. These ships allow China to train its pilots in takeoff and landing techniques while improving ship coordination and combat readiness. This major leap shows that China is no longer just catching up. It's now setting the pace in building modern aircraft carriers. The Liaoning is China's first operational aircraft carrier. Originally built for the Soviet Union as the Varyag, it was acquired by China in the late 1990s and rebuilt over several years. It entered service in 2012. This carrier marked a major milestone in China's military history. Though it mainly serves training and testing purposes, the Liaoning helped China gain critical experience in carrier operations. The Shandong is China's first aircraft carrier built entirely by its own engineers. It was launched in 2017 and entered service in 2019. Compared to the Liaoning, it's larger and has design improvements. The Shandong also uses a ski jump deck to launch planes, but its hangar space is bigger and it can carry more aircraft. It's a symbol of China's growing shipbuilding skills and its push for naval self-reliance. The carrier supports J-15 fighter operations and helicopter missions. It also helps China train crews for long missions at sea. As a frontline warship, the Shandong plays a key role in patrols, exercises, and demonstrations of power. Its deployment shows China is no longer just experimenting with carrier operations. It is ready to use them. The Shandong proves China can design, build, and operate large carriers. The Fujian is China's most advanced aircraft carrier to date. Launched in 2022, it marks a huge step in carrier technology. Unlike earlier models, the Fujian features a flat flight deck with electromagnetic catapult systems, similar to those on US carriers. This system allows jets to take off faster and carry more fuel or weapons. It shows that China is no longer copying. It is now innovating. The Fujian is larger than both the Liaoning and Shandong, with more deck space for aircraft and support systems. It will host improved versions of the J-15 and possibly new aircraft designed for catapult launches. This new design boosts combat efficiency and flight operations. The carrier also signals China's shift toward a fully modern navy with global reach. China uses its aircraft carriers as tools to project power far from its borders. These ships can carry jets, helicopters, and command systems across long distances. They allow China to conduct operations in the South China Sea, Indian Ocean, and beyond. Carriers show strength without firing a shot. They can support sea patrols, joint military drills, and humanitarian missions. With these ships, China can react quickly to regional conflicts or emergencies. Its goal is not only to defend coastal areas, but also to extend its military presence into key trade routes and contested waters. As China's economy grows, its interests stretch across the globe. Aircraft carriers support these interests by protecting sea lanes and deterring threats. Each new carrier adds to China's ability to control sea spaces, boost regional influence, and compete with other major navies. This strategy supports China's long-term plan to become a leading global maritime power. Operating aircraft carriers is highly complex. It takes more than just building the ship. It requires mastering flight operations, crew coordination, and support logistics. China has invested heavily in training its pilots, engineers, and naval crews. Training missions often involve takeoffs, landings, aerial refueling, and emergency drills. The J-15 pilots train day and night to improve skills. Onboard crews learn how to manage fuel, weapons, radar systems, and flight decks. China also built land-based mock carrier decks to practice flight maneuvers before operating at sea. Technology plays a key role. Advanced simulators help crews prepare for real-world missions. These systems also reduce risk and improve mission success. With each training cycle, China moves closer to full carrier readiness. These carriers are not only floating runways, they are command centers that require thousands of skilled personnel. Through constant practice, China ensures its aircraft carriers can respond quickly and operate smoothly in real missions. China's aircraft carriers are catching up, but U.S. carriers still lead in size, capability, and global reach. U.S. carriers use nuclear power, which allows them to sail for years without refueling. China's carriers, including the Fujian, use conventional fuel, which limits their range. U.S. carriers can launch more aircraft at once, and their catapult systems are battle-tested. However, China is narrowing the gap. With the Fujian, China now has catapult launch tech. Its shipbuilding speed also helps it grow faster. The U.S. still has more carriers, 11 in total compared to China's 3. But China is planning more. The real test will come when China uses these carriers during large naval operations. So far, U.S. carriers operate worldwide, while China's stay closer to home. Still, China is building experience quickly. In the next decade, Chinese carriers could challenge U.S. dominance, especially in the Indo-Pacific. The race is not over. It's just getting started. The South China Sea is a key area for China's carriers. This region has busy trade routes and disputed territories. China uses its carriers here to support naval patrols, military drills, and show-of-force missions. Carriers boost China's claims over islands and reefs, often leading to tensions with neighbors and the U.S. These ships also let China project power farther south and into the Indian Ocean. A carrier's presence can change how other nations act. It signals that China is watching and ready to defend its interests. China has also built military bases on artificial islands, and its carriers extend their reach even more. With mobile air power, China can strike faster and respond quicker in this contested area. Carriers also support joint operations with destroyers, submarines, and missile ships. This growing carrier presence gives China more leverage in the region and helps it secure control over key waters and resources. They serve as floating command centers, allowing China to coordinate wide-scale operations. Carriers also carry advanced radar and surveillance tools, helping detect and track foreign vessels. Their constant movement makes it harder for rivals to predict China's next move. As carrier fleets expand, so does China's influence over Asia's vital sea lanes. China's carrier fleet is expected to grow fast. Reports suggest that China is planning a fourth carrier, which may be nuclear-powered. If built, it would match the range and power of U.S. supercarriers. Future carriers will likely support next-gen aircraft, drones, and advanced radar systems. China is also developing support ships like supply vessels and destroyers to protect its carriers. This shows a shift from regional defense to global projection. In coming years, we might see Chinese carriers deployed in the Indian Ocean, Pacific Islands, or even near Africa. China is also refining shipbuilding speed. It can now build large warships in record time. As China grows its fleet, it also strengthens carrier tactics and group coordination. These advances suggest that within the next decade, China could field a carrier strike force equal to any in the world. It's not just expanding in numbers, it's advancing in capability and strategy.